But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. For you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word, I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yep.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
Rapture. Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yo, come on, come on, hey. When they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it hot as Satan. No contemplating, no deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist, I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip free. freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh my God.
Hey guys, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. And can I just quickly say there was people over, there was like 14 people over in the vertical. I was going to say to come over to the horizontal. But again, it could be Roger that. Again, he missed out 3 videos of mine, live streams of mine on Rumble. Last night he came in and there was 60 people watching, which it wasn't him, it was him and his bot farm, you know. And then afterwards I realized that the dislikes was 600 odd again, and then for the past 3 days he hasn't done any of my streams. It's just been the normal 200, 100, whatever views. And then all of a sudden I've looked today, so he's now caught up, and the rest of them have got over 1,000 views, and they've got over 600 dislikes. So Roger that, I'm telling you, I don't know why you're doing it. I mean, you must be really bored, because all you're doing is giving me views on the Rumble side. And whether you like or dislike makes no difference to me. I'm just saying you're wasting your own time, bro. So if you want to continue doing it, fine. Go for it, dude. Doesn't bother me at all. But yeah. Let's get on with it. Give him no attention. I'm just letting him know that, look, you're doing me a favor, actually. You know? Yeah, it's just so stupid to do it. You know? Hey, good to see you guys, though. Good to see you. Yeah, the vertical is a new thing, you know. It's like a new aspect where people watch it on their mobile phones. I suppose it's a better aspect ratio for your mobile phone. I don't know. Again, I did mention about Flatside Keith. He had a death in the family. He did the funeral bit. Obviously, the mother-in-law drove everybody around and all that. And now his car's engine's gone and the bearings have gone. So he couldn't do it. So I decided to do a GoFundMe for him. But Vicky decided, I was going to say we decided, but it was mainly Vicky. It said she would set it up for him. So she set it up for him. So I can't afford to put anything in right now, either can Vicky, but as soon as we can, we've got to donate to it, obviously. But she's made up the GoFundMe for Keith. He needs a car for the family, for work, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put the link in, you know, the GoFundMe link for Keith to get his car fixed. And if anyone wants to donate, they can, obviously. But if you can't donate, can you please at least pass the link about, you know, to obviously zoom in on the blue board. Oh, he's giving me a picture and says zoom in on the blue board. Right, I will do. I'll check that after, Flats. I'll check that after. I'm just going to tell him, sorry. I'm live. I'll check after the stream. So I'm going to put a link in for it. The goal is £3,000 because it's saying that his damage to the car is over $3,000. So Vicky put a £3,000. Vicky's just come in. she's done a £3,000 donation limit, but it doesn't give you the £3,000. It doesn't display that straight away. It displays 1,200. Babe, you're clipping in and out. Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Right. See what you got to say. Love you.
Love you too. Yeah, before anyone starts on Keith for a GoFundMe, it was my idea and I started it. So if you have an issue with it, it's me that did it, not Keith.
Yeah, exactly. It was Vicky's idea.
Listen, he's just had a family funeral that they've had to travel miles for. They're now spending time with the other side of the family. It's him, his wife, and 4 kids that have to get back. Like, Keith has a job. The kids will have school. His wife's got a job, you know, and they need that car.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. 100%. Right, so where's that? Right, so the one you get, right, Keith, I'll give the link. Right, because the one I did not, where's the blooming link? That's it, there it is. There it is. Right, copy that. Let me forward that to Michael first, because he asked me if, he just asked me on WhatsApp, did I know what about Keith's car? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. We've just tried to set up a legal GoFundMe for it. Right. Copy link. So I'll put it in the chat. I'm also going to do a, right, let me get rid of that one of that. I'll do a QR code that I'll stick up every now and again. Hold on. Oh yeah, no, I've done it right. So new QR. Right, so this is it, guys. If anybody wants to share it, donate to it, there's the GoFundMe for Flatside for Keith. It wasn't his idea, it was mine and Vicky's idea, and Vicky set it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mainly, you know what I mean? Mainly Vicky's idea, you know what I mean? She wanted to set it up for him. You know what I mean?
The amount is because if I do...
I'm going to refresh, babe. Keep talking. I need to. It's just because my menu won't let me mess about my menu.
If I do the exact amount that he needs, it takes so much off. So I had to increase it to cover, because he's had a quote for the engine and the bearings, but he'd have had to add more money to it, and it's, you know, they've had a lot go on recently. They ain't got the money for it, and
exactly.
So that's why it is at 3,000, because GoFundMe take a percentage of it.
Yeah.
And he needs a set amount, so that's why that's done.
Absolutely. Right. Let's see if this one's going to work. Right. QR code. Stick it in the corner there. Let's check it. Let's check it. Oh, wrong way around. You need to be facing not me, but the screen. Right. Yeah, perfect.
Cool. I've put it on a community post anyway.
It's weird. It's weird. Like when I send it to Keith, it displays the amount. But on here, it doesn't display the amount. Maybe when the first donations start going through, it does. But on Keith's one, when I send it to Keith, it says the amount on the next to the picture. But yeah, there's a go on, babe.
I put
maybe
it
there's
on
a setting that you have to display it or something, babe. You'll have to check that out.
I put it on a community post, and I put it in. Keith did a community post earlier, not related to it, but I put it in the comments.
Yeah. So if anybody's wondering, the GoFundMe, the QR code in the left-hand corner is the GoFundMe for Keith to get his car fixed.
This would not have been done if it wasn't an emergency, and it was, you know, if you're gonna blame somebody for it, blame me, because I did it.
Absolutely. Flats might be on tonight. He's got to come on and explain things to people. His normal time, but it won't be a full stream. He'll probably just be doing it from his phone or something because, you know, of his situation where he's at. So I think he's going to come on tonight and explain, and then I'll be on afterwards with Boxing Night and obviously Topic. But today,
if you're a certain Glober and you donate money, it doesn't give you a say on anything.
No, if you donate money, you do it out of the kindness of your heart. It doesn't mean to say you get to know absolutely everything about that person's life or anything like that. The description is there. It's there because he needs his car fixed. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it's an emergency. You can't afford it. I can't afford to give him anything at the minute. I can't even afford to donate at the minute. But as soon as I can afford to donate, I will donate. I mean, go on.
Yeah, but yeah. So, and if people have got nothing nice to say, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
You know, but you know they really do need this money to get the car fixed.
I'm going to take a little snapshot of this GoFundMe and send it to Flats in case he wants.
So,
you know what I mean?
so if you can donate, it'll be much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just say it. I'll just send it to Flats in case. I'll see if it works on here. Let me just see if it works on once sending him a picture of it. Yeah, that works as well. So that's cool. So he can send that on if he needs to. I just got the link. I generated a QR code in my screen also for your G. Right. You can scan it from here. Still works. Cool.
Right, I'm gonna go.
All right, babe.
I'll be listening.
Right. Thank you,
I
baby.
need to
Thanks.
dye my hair.
Cool, babe. Right. Love you.
Love you.
Right,
Bye.
let's see hello everybody. But yeah, we're doing the rest of the book of Nehemiah, and we're in chapter 9 to chapter 13 to finish it off, and then we have got the book of Esther, which we'll finish today. We'll get it all done today. So then the next time we do Bible stream, it will be the big one, Book of Job, 42 chapters. You know what I mean? But yeah. Even if we finish this one early today, because it's 2 books we're going through, the end of one book, full other book, Esther. Is it Esther? Yeah, it's Esther. Of course it is. Once that's finished, if we're finished early, I'm not going to go into Job because Job is obviously it's a book. There's no point in starting it after doing 2 other books. That's my point. Job is probably best for a fresh start. And it'll probably take a couple of sittings to get it done because it's 42 chapters. So it'll probably be 2 streams, maybe 3 for the Job one. So, but let's just get on with the normal stream for now. What we're doing now, and it's the end of Nehemiah, which is chapter 9. We're starting off at today, and we'll finish that off, which ends in chapter 13, and then we're going on to the book of Esther and do the whole lot. So let's do that. Let's get the old bookie up. Right, I'm going to have to take the QR code down for now because of where it will be situated. But every now and again, I will be sticking it up there. And if anybody can donate to Keith, go for it. If you can't, pass on the link. Hey, Space Miner, how you doing, man? How you doing? Where's your spanner gone, bro? I ain't seen you for a while. That's maybe why. Because I did do a re-thing of everything. But good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Let's give you your spanner back. Standard moderator. There you go. Good to see Space Miner. Right, let's do it. Bible stream. I noticed everybody disappeared. We had like 30 people here, and as soon as they know it's a Bible stream, off. As soon as they know it's scripture, off. Links there at the top if anybody wants to come in and chill. Hey, it's all right, bro. Listen, people have got things going on in their lives. Bless you, man. Let's do it then. Right, let's get rid of the QR code for now, because it'll be in the way, but I will stick it up intermittently. Right, let's do it. Right, so let's stick me up here. I'm going to need to be here. Yup. And yeah, that's tall. Video file. Right, the rest of Nehemiah. Where are you? Here we go. Chapter 9 of Nehemiah. Chapter 9. We need to get to. There we go. Beginning chapter 9. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay. Right, let's go from there.
According unto the manner. Chapter
There
9.
you go. Chapter 9.
Now in the 24th day of this month, the children of Israel were assembled with fasting and with sackcloths and earth upon them. And the seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers, and stood and confessed their sins and the iniquities of their fathers. And they stood up in their place, and read in the book of the law of the Lord their God 1/4 part of the day, and another 4th part they confessed, and worshipped the Lord their God. Then stood up upon the stairs of the Levites Jeshua and Bani, Kadmiel, Shebaniah, Bunni, Sherebiah, Bani, and Kenani, and cried with a loud voice unto the Lord their God. Then the Levites, Jeshua and Kadmiel, Bani, Hashabniah, Sherebiah, and Hodijah, Shebaniah, and Pethahiah, said, Stand up and bless the Lord your God forever and ever, and blessed be thy glorious name, which is exalted above all blessing and praise. Thou, even thou, art Lord alone. Thou hast made heaven, the heaven of heavens, with all their host, the earth and all things that are therein, the seas and all that is therein, and thou preservest them all. And the host of heaven worshippeth thee. Thou art the Lord the God, who didst choose Abram, and broughtest him forth out of Ur of the Chaldees, and gavest him the name of Abraham, and foundest his heart faithful before thee, and madest a covenant with him, to give the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Jebusites, and the Girgashites, to give it, I say, to his seed, and hast performed thy words, for thou art righteous. And didst see the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and heardest their cry by the Red Sea, and showedst signs and wonders upon Pharaoh, and on all his servants, and on all the people of his land. For thou knewest that they dealt proudly against them. So didst thou get thee a name, as it is this day. And thou didst divide the sea before them, so that they went through the midst of the sea on the dry land. And their persecutors thou threwest into the deeps, as a stone into the mighty waters. Moreover, thou leddest them in the day by a cloudy pillar, and in the night by a pillar of fire, to give them light in the way wherein they should go. Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai, and spakest with them from heaven, and gavest them right judgments and true laws, good statutes and commandments, and madest known unto them thy holy Sabbath, and commandedst them precepts, statutes, and laws by the hand of Moses thy servant, and gavest them bread from heaven for their hunger, and broughtest forth water for them out of the rock for their thirst, and promisedst them that they should go in to possess the land which thou hadst sworn to give them. But they and our fathers dealt proudly, and hardened their necks, and hearkened not to thy commandments, and refused to obey, neither were mindful of thy wonders that thou didst among them, but hardened their necks, and in their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage. But thou art a God ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness.
There you go.
And forsookest them
Is
not.
it there? Yes, God could be wrathful, but he was slow to anger. He was patient. You know, people kept being rebellious. And we read it in the scriptures, but sometimes you don't get the grips of how long God was being patient for, you know. We just read it in scripture and we say, oh, that part, and then this part next. We don't realize sometimes how long these periods are that we're talking about. So yes, God put up with it for a long time. He was patient. You know, just to point that out.
Yea, when they had made them a molten calf, and said, This is thy God that brought thee up out of Egypt.
Yeah, Flat showed me a little pic, and he's like, see what we found. And I'm zooming in on the building, and the building says high tide. I'm saying, am I looking at the high tide thing? He says, no, look at the little blue billboard. So I'm looking at the food board, and it says bunnies, and it says stuff like that. I'm like, oh, the bunnies, yeah. Then I realized above it, it's the street sign name. It's called Cruikshank Road. And I'm like, nice. So yeah, Cruikshank is then no name in South Africa. Brilliant. But the only difference was the spelling. The one he had spelled was Cruikshank. My spelling is Cruickshank instead of just the K in the middle. But I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, bless you guys. Let's continue.
And had wrought great provocations, yet thou, in thy manifold mercies, forsookest them not in the wilderness. The pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day to lead them in the way, neither the pillar of fire by night to show them light and the way wherein they should go. Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them, and withheldest not thy manna from their mouth, and gavest them water for their thirst. Yea, 40 years.
Hey, Double A, how you doing? Alan Antonio, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Didst thou sustain them in the wilderness, so that they lacked nothing. Their clothes waxed not old, and their feet swelled not. Moreover, thou gavest them kingdoms and nations, and didst divide them into corners. So they possessed the land of Sihon, and the land of the king of Heshbon, and the land of Og, king of Bashan. Their children also multipliedst thou as the stars of heaven, and broughtest them into the land, concerning which thou hadst promised to their fathers that they should go in to possess it. So the children went in and possessed the land, and thou subduedst before them the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, and gavest them into their hands, with their kings and the people of the land, that they might do with them as they would. And they took strong cities, and a fat land, and possessed houses full of all goods, wells digged, vineyards and oliveyards, and fruit trees in abundance. So they did eat, and were filled, and became fat, and delighted themselves in thy great goodness. Nevertheless, they were disobedient, and rebelled against thee, and cast thy law behind their backs.
God, disobedient, rebelled. You know, God, he was slow to anger. Like I say, God was slow to anger. You know, yes, he had wrath, 100%. Do you blame him? We couldn't deal with it. Put yourself in God. You try and be God for a day. It ain't happening, is it? But yeah, he was patient. You know, do you think he wanted that wrath to come out? No, he was patient. You know, but yes, people going, hey, it was a hateful God, you know, being full of wrath in the Old Testament. You see what happened in the Old Testament and how patient he was before judgment came. Gave him so many different chances. Anyway, continue.
And slew thy prophets which testified against them to turn them to thee, and they wrought great provocations. Therefore thou deliveredst them into the hand of their enemies, who vexed them. And in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and according to thy manifold mercies thou gavest them saviors, who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. But after they had rest, they did evil again before thee. Therefore leftest thou them in the hand of their enemies, so that they had the dominion over them. Yet when they returned, and cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and many times didst thou deliver them according to thy mercies, and testifiedst against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto thy law. Yet they dealt proudly, and hearkened not unto thy commandments, but sinned against thy judgment.
They hearkened not. They didn't listen. They paid no heed. Did what they wanted to do.
Which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdrew the shoulder, and hardened their neck, and would not hear. Yet many years
hard neck, it's another saying we use a lot, hard-necked.
Didst thou forbear them, and testifiedst against them by thy Spirit in thy prophets, yet would they not give ear. Therefore gavest thou them into the hand of the people of the land. Nevertheless, for thy great mercy's sake, thou didst not utterly consume them nor forsake them, for thou art a gracious and merciful God.
Right.
Now therefore our God, the great, the mighty, and
didn't even forsake them.
The terrible God, who keepest covenant and mercy, let not all the trouble seem little before thee that hath come upon us, on our kings, on our princes, and on our priests, and on our prophets, and on our fathers, and on all thy people, since the time of the kings of Assyria unto this day. Howbeit thou art just in all that is brought upon us, for thou hast done right, but we have done wickedly. Neither have our kings, our princes, our priests, nor our fathers kept thy law, nor hearkened unto thy commandments and thy testimonies, wherewith thou didst testify against them.
Hey, Salad, good to see you. It's been a little while. Good to see you. Good to see you, sister.
For they have not served thee in their kingdom, and in thy great goodness that thou gavest them, and in the large and fat land which thou gavest before them, neither turned they from their wicked works. Behold, we are servants this day.
Right.
And for the land that thou gavest unto our fathers to eat the fruit thereof and the good thereof, behold, we are servants in it.
Right.
And it yieldeth much increase unto the kings whom thou hast set over us because of our sins. Also they have dominion over our bodies and over our cattle at their pleasure. And we are in great distress. And because of all this, we make a sure covenant and write it. And our princes, Levites, and priests seal unto it. Chapter 10. Now those that sealed were Nehemiah the Tirshatha, the son of Hakaliah, and Zidkijah, Seraiah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Malchijah, Hattush, Shebaniah, Malach, Harim, Meremoth, Obadiah, Daniel, Ginnethon, Baruch, Meshullam, Abijah, Mijamin, Maaziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests. And the Levites.
You've seen the main names in there. Absolutely. You've got your Obadiah. You know, you've seen oh, blooming hell, just slipped my mind. Well, let me just go back again. Where was the big one? Jeremiah. What else to see? Nehemiah, which we're going on to next. Obadiah. Yeah, all the biggies there. All the names there, man.
Ginnethon, Baruch, Meshullam, Abijah, Mijamin, Maaziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests. And the Levites, both Jeshua the son of Azaniah, Binnui of the sons of Henadad, Kadmiel, and their brethren, Shebaniah, Hodijah, Kelita, Peliah, Hanan, Micah, Rehob, Hashabiah, Zachar, Sherebiah, Shebaniah, Hodijah, Bani, Beninu. The chief of the people, Perosh, Pahath-Moab, Elam, Zathu, Bani, Bunai, Asgad, Pibai, Adonijah, Bigvai, Adin, Eta, Hizkijah, Azar, Hodijah, Hashem, Bezai, Herif, Anathoth, Nebai, Magpiash, Meshullam, Hezer, Meshezabeel, Zadok, Jaddua, Pelatiah, Hanan, Anaiah, Hoshea, Hananiah, Hashab, Halohesh, Pilaha, Shobek, Rehum, Hashabna, Maaseiah, and Ahijah, Hanan, Anan, Malach, Harim, Baanah. And the rest of the people, the priests, the Levites, the porters, the singers, the Nethinims, and all they that had separated themselves from the people of the
Nethinims. Who are the Nethinims? Singers, the Nethinims. What's that? Nethinims. Nethinims. Right. The given ones, those dedicated. It refers to a hereditary group of temple servants. Okay. Devout ones. Okay.
Lands unto the law of God, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, everyone having knowledge and having understanding. They clave to...
Yeah, well, I just said the Nethinims is people who are devout. You know, I just said, like, Nethinims mean in Hebrew. Nethinims means the given ones, or those dedicated. It refers to a hereditary group of temple servants in ancient Jerusalem who were given to assist the Levites in the sanctuary and were considered devoted to God. That's what I thought. The term originally applied to the Gibeonites after they were assigned to perpetual service, and later expanded to include other foreign captives given temple service. Yeah, it'd be interesting to search these names, because we certainly know that names have a meaning, like Israel, you know, wrestles with God, all those kind of things, you know. Like who's like what's his name? What is it? Blooming hell. Emmanuel, God with us, things like that, you know. They've all got meanings, absolutely, 100%.
Their brethren, their nobles, and entered into a curse and into an oath, to walk in God's law which was given by Moses the servant of...
Into a curse and into an oath. Woo! Oh, play.
God, and to observe and do all the commandments of the Lord our God, and his judgments and his statutes. and that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land, nor take their daughters for our sons. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt. Also, we made ordinances for us to charge ourselves yearly with the 3rd part of a shekel for the service of the house of our God, for the showbread, and for the continual meat offering, and for the continual burnt offering of the Sabbaths of the new moons, for the set feasts, and for the holy things, and for the sin offerings to make an atonement for Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. And we cast the lots among the priests, the Levites, and the people, for the wood offering, to bring it into the house of our God, after the houses of our fathers, at times appointed year by year, to burn upon the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law. And to bring the first fruits of our ground, and the first fruits of all trees year by year, unto the house of the Lord. Also the firstborn of our sons, and of our cattle, as it is written in the law. And the firstlings of our herds, and of our flocks, to bring to the house of our God, unto the priests that minister in the house of our God. And that we should bring the first fruits of our dough, and our offerings, and the fruit of all manner of trees, of wine and of oil, unto the priests, to the chambers of the house of our God, and the tithes of our ground unto the Levites, that the same Levites might have the tithes in all the cities of our tillage. And the priest, the son of Aaron, shall be with the Levites, when the Levites take tithes. And the Levites shall bring up the tithe of the tithes unto the house of our God, to the chambers, into the treasure house. For the children of Israel and the children of Levi shall bring the offering of the corn, of the new wine, and the oil, unto the chambers, where are the vessels of the sanctuary, and the priests that minister, and the porters, and the singers. And we will not forsake the house of our God. Chapter 11. And the rulers of the people dwelt at Jerusalem. The rest of the people also cast lots to bring 1 of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9 parts to dwell in other cities. And the people blessed all the men that willingly offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem.
There you go.
Now these are the chief of the province that dwelt in Jerusalem. But in the cities of Judah dwelt every one in his possession in their cities, to wit, Israel, the priests, and the Levites, and the Nethinims, and the children of Solomon's servants. And at Jerusalem dwelt certain of the children of Judah and of the children of Benjamin. Of the children of Judah, Athaiah the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Mahalaleel, of the children of Perez. And Maaseiah the son of Baruch, the son of Colhozi, the son of Haziah, the son of Adiah, the son of Joiarib, the son of Zechariah, the son of Shiloni. All the sons of Perez that dwelt at Jerusalem were 468 valiant men.
Wow.
And these are the sons of Benjamin: Sallu the son of Meshullam, the son of Joed, the son of Pedaiah, the son of Koliah, the son of Maaseiah, the son of Ithiel, the son of Jesiah. And after him Gabbai, Salai, 928. And Joel the son of Zichri was their overseer, and Judah the son of Senua was second over the city. Of the priests, Jediah the son of Joiarib, Jachin. Sariah the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Merioth, the son of Ahitub, was the ruler of the house of God. And their brethren that did the work of the house were 822.
Ooh.
And Adiah the son of Jeroham, the son of Pelaliah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchiah, and his brethren, chief of the fathers, 242. And Amashai the son of Azareel, the son of Ahasai, the son of Meshillemoth, the son of Immer, and their brethren, mighty men of valor, 128. And their overseer was Zabdiel, the son of one of the great men. Also of the Levites, Shemaiah the son of Hashab, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Bunai. And Shabbathai and Jozabad, of the chief of the Levites, had the oversight of the outward business of the house of God. And Mattaniah the son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, was the principal to begin the thanksgiving and prayer. And Bakbukiah, the second among his brethren, and Abda the son of Shammua, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun. All the Levites in the holy city were 284. Moreover, the porters, Akkub, Talmon, and their brethren that kept the gates, were 172. And the residue of Israel, of the priests and the Levites, were in all the cities of Judah, every one in his inheritance. But the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel, and Zihar and Gizpah were over the Nethinims. The overseer also of the Levites at Jerusalem was Uzzi the son of Bani, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micah. Of the sons of Asaph, the singers were over the business of the house of God. For it was the king's commandment concerning them that a certain portion should be for the singers, due for every day. And Pethahiah the son of Meshezabeel of the children of Zerah the son of Judah was at the king's hand in all matters concerning the people. And for the villages with their fields, some of the children of Judah dwelt at Kirjath Arba and in the villages thereof, and at Dibon and in the villages thereof, and at Jekabzeel and in the villages thereof, and at Jeshua, and at Moleda, and at Beth-Phelet, and at Hazar-Shual, and at Beersheba, and in the villages thereof, and at Ziklag, and at Mekona, and in the villages thereof, and at Enrimmon, and at Zariah, and at Jarmuth, Zanoah, Adullam, and in their villages, at Lachish, and the fields thereof, at Azekah, and in the villages thereof. And they dwelt from Beersheba unto the valley of Hinnom. The children also of Benjamin from Geba dwelt at Michmash, and Ijah, and Bethel, and in their villages, and at Anathoth, Nob, Ananiah, Hazor, Ramah, Gittaim, Hadid, Zeboim, Nebalat, Lod, and Ono, the valley of craftsmen. And of the Levites were divisions in Judah and in Benjamin. Chapter 12. Now these are the priests and the Levites that went up with Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel and Jeshua: Zariah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Malach, Hattush, Shechaniah, Rehum, Meremoth, Iddo, Ginnetho, Abijah, Miamin, Maadiah, Bilgah, Shemaiah, and Joiarib, Jediah, Sallu, Amok, Hilkiah, Jediah. These were the chief of the priests and of their brethren in the days of Jeshua. Moreover, the Levites: Jeshua, Binnui, Kadmiel, Sherebiah, Judah, and Mattaniah, which was over the thanksgiving, he and his brethren. Also Bakbukiah and Unni, their brethren, were over against them in the watches. And Jeshua begat Joachim, Joachim also begat Eliashib, and Eliashib begat Joiada, and Joiada begat Jonathan, and Jonathan begat Jaddua. And in the days of Joachim were priests, the chief of the fathers: of Sariah, Meriah; of Jeremiah, Hananiah; of Ezra, Meshullam; of Amariah, Jehohanan; of Melichu, Jonathan; of Shebaniah, Joseph; of Harim, Adna; of Merioth, Helkai; of Iddo, Zechariah; of Ginnethon, Meshullam; of Abijah, Zichri; of Miniamin, of Moadiah, Piltai; of Bilgah, Shammua; of Shemaiah, Jehonathan; and of Joiarib, Mattini; of Jediah, Uzzi; of Salai, Kalai; of Amok, Eber; of Hilkiah, Hashabiah; of Jediah, Nethaneel. The Levites in the days of Eliashib, Joiada, and Johanan, and Jaddua, were recorded chief of the fathers, also the priests to the reign of Darius the Persian. The sons of Levi, the chief of the fathers, were written in the book of the Chronicles, even until the days of Johanan the son of Eliashib. And the chief of the Levites, Hashabiah, Sherebiah, and Jeshua the son of Kadmiel, with their brethren over against them, to praise and to give thanks, according to the commandment of David the man of God, ward over against ward. Mattaniah and Bakbukiah, Obadiah, Meshullam, Talmon, Akub, were porters keeping the ward at the threshold of the gates. These were in the days of Joachim the son of Jeshua, the son of Jozadak, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor, and of Ezra the priest, the scribe. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem they sought the Levites out of all their places to bring them to Jerusalem, to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgivings, and with singing, with cymbals, psalteries, and with harps. And the sons of the singers gathered themselves together, both out of the plain country round about Jerusalem, and from the villages of Netophathi, also from the house of Gilgal, and out of the fields of Geba and Asmaveth, for the singers had builded them villages round about Jerusalem. And the priests and the Levites purified themselves, and purified the people, and the gates, and the wall. Then I brought up the princes of Judah upon the wall, and appointed 2 great companies of them that gave thanks, whereof one went on the right hand upon the wall toward the dung gate, and after them went Hoshea and half of the princes of Judah, and Azariah, Ezra, and Meshullam, Judah, and Benjamin, and Shemaiah, and Jeremiah, and certain of the priests' sons with
the old poop gate, eh?
trumpets, namely Zechariah the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zachar, the son of Asaph, And his brethren Shemaiah and Azareel, Milalai, Gilalai, Maai, Nethaneel, and Judah, Hanani with the musical instruments of David the man of God, and Ezra the scribe before them. And at the fountain gate which was over against them they went up by the stairs of the city of David, at the going up of the wall, above the house of David, even unto the water gate eastward. And the other company of them that gave thanks went over against them, and I after them, and the half of the people upon the wall from beyond the tower of the furnaces even unto the broad wall, and from above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Hananeel, and the tower of Meah, even unto the sheep gate. And they stood still in the prison gate. So stood the two companies of them that gave thanks in the house of God, and I, and the half of the rulers with me, and the priests, Eliakim, Maaseiah, Miniamin, Micaiah, Elioenai, Zechariah, and Hananiah, with trumpets, and Maaseiah, and Shemaiah, and Eleazar, and Uzzi, and Jehohanan, and Malchijah, and Elam, and Ezer. And the singers sang loud, with Jezrahiah their overseer. Also that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, for God had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard even afar off. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers for the treasures, for the offerings, for the first fruits, and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the fields of the cities the portions of the law for the...
There you go, look. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers for the treasures, for the offerings, for the first fruits, and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the fields of the cities the portions of the law for the priests and Levites, for Judah. There you go. Churches use nowadays tithing, 10% of your wages goes to them. Tithing has nothing to do with money. It had all to do with sharing, dividing the food, and giving to the ones that had less than others. You know, it wasn't about giving 10% of your bloody wages to church. Nothing to do with it.
Priests and Levites. For Judah rejoiced for the priests and for the Levites that waited. And both the singers and the porters kept the ward of their God, and the ward of the purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon his son. For in the days of David and Asaph of old there were chief of the singers, and songs of praise and thanksgiving unto God. And all Israel, in the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah, gave the portions of the singers and the porters every day his portion, and they sanctified holy things unto the Levites, and the Levites sanctified them unto the children of Aaron. Chapter 13. On that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written, that the Ammonite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of God forever, because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit our God turned the curse into a blessing.
Howbeit.
Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel all the mixed multitude. And before this, Eliashib the priest, having the oversight of the chamber of the house of our God, was allied unto Tobiah. And he had prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense.
There it is there again. Artaxerxes, king of Babylon. Wonder if it's like a relative of Xerxes and Darius, you know, from obviously the 300 Spartans story.
And the vessels.
I know that story's not in the Bible, obviously, but I'm just wondering if it's related, if they are related.
Tithes of the corn, the new wine, and the oil, which was commanded to be given to the Levites, and the singers and the porters, and the offerings of the priests. But in all this time was not I at Jerusalem. For in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes king of Babylon came I unto the king, and after certain days obtained I leave of the king. And I came to Jerusalem, and understood of the evil that Eliashib did for Tobiah in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the house of God. And it grieved me sore. Therefore I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber.
Wow.
Then I commanded, and they cleansed the chambers, and thither brought I again the vessels of the house of God, with the meat offering and the frankincense. And I perceived that the portions of the Levites had not been given them, for the Levites and the singers that did the work were fled every one to his field. Then contended I with the rulers, and said, Why is the house of God forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their place.
Right.
Then brought all Judah the tithe of the corn and the new wine and the oil unto the treasuries.
Right.
And I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shelemiah the priest, and Zadok the scribe, and of the Levites Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan the son of Zachar the son of Mattaniah, for they were counted faithful, and their office was to distribute unto their brethren. Remember me, O my God, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God, and for the offices thereof. In those days saw I in Judah some treading winepresses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves, and lading asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah, and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, What evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us, and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath.
Right.
And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates to sanctify the Sabbath day. Remember me, O my God, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy.
Oh, amen.
In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Did not Solomon king of Israel sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
Right.
Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil?
Talking about Solomon now, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Even David, a man after God's own heart, still did evil.
Transgress against our God in marrying strange wives?
Right.
And one of the sons of Joiada, the son of Eliashib the high priest, was son-in-law to Sanballat the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me. Remember them, O my God, because they have defiled the priesthood and the covenant of the priesthood and of the Levites. Thus cleansed I them from all strangers, and appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, every one in his business, and for the wood offering at times appointed, and for the firstfruits.
Right.
Remember me, O my God, for good.
For good.
The end of the book of Nehemiah.
There we go. So, Esther next, guys. Esther. I'm going to make a quick coffee. Don't want to miss any of Esther. You know, so I'll put on a song for now. Actually, no. Let's just put on one of Jim's observations. I know we've caught up to date with them, but let's put on one of Jim's obsies. Let's do that instead while I make a coffee. And then we'll get on to the next book, which is Esther. So, Jimmy boy, what we got? Screen, share the screen, pal. Shall I do that? Share the old screen, pal. Okay, what we got? Videos like again. Like, say, bro, have we missed any of these down here? Don't think we missed this, but. Aye, 11 minutes. It's a wee bit too long, like, say, again. Okay, let's go to this one. We may have missed it. I don't know. We may not have. This one here. Yeah, let's do this one. Lens be fogging. Yeah, I've already liked it. So, definitely seen it. But we can do it again. Why not? Absolutely, Jim. But this one will do. While I make a coffee. Let's take the chart down so you can see properly. There we go. And let me stick me at the top. You can see what it says at the bottom. There we go. No. Luca, this is a Bible stream. You know you're not allowed in Bible streams.
Yeah. I'm here early though, so that's good, right?
How are you here early? We're nearly finished.
I'm here before you started the Bible watching.
We're not. We've literally, I literally just put this on while I made a coffee because we're going on to the next book. Well, I've already been on an hour.
Okay.
So it's now.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right,
fair enough.
All right. So yeah, see you in the next one, bro. But yeah, no, we're literally about to do the next book.
You usually did you also do this at the beginning of the stream as well?
No, because on Bible streams I don't usually do Jim's observation on Bible streams. I only did it because we're going on to another. We finished one book, we're going on to another book, and I needed to make a coffee, so that's why I put one of these.
I see. Okay.
You're drawing a blank, Bazza, no problem. I'll think of one. If anybody's got a decent AI prompt for the background, like this was one of Baz's.
Oh, giraffe in a car.
Giraffe in a lowrider, yeah. Hey, babe.
Nice.
I just thought I'd let you know someone just donated £100.
Yo, nice.
Whoa.
Nice. Thank you. So whoever it is, are they anonymous?
No.
That's crazy.
It's for Keith to get his car fixed.
Yeah, I know, because Keith's I've put Vicky made a go
for
him.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
no.
Let me let him know. So, who was it? It's not anonymous?
No, I'll tell you after.
Okay, tell me after. Right, okay, it's probably a troll, but right. All right, okay, so I won't mention the names. Right, fantastic. Right, anyway, we got.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
See you later,
Luca. I'm
going.
Bye.
Love you, babe.
Bye, Vicky.
Love you
Bye,
too.
Luca.
Bye.
Bye, Vicky. Bye,
Bye,
PJ.
Luca.
Yeah.
Right, I'll just finish this off. Oh, nice. Babe, that person that donated to him is cool. He's not a troll or anything. You've got him in Messenger. He's a nice dude. He's with us. I don't know what you mean. You said later, because he's sound. Babe, come and chat again quickly. Come in StreamYard again. Come and StreamYard again, babe, if you can. Yeah, my chat's setting slow, but it's setting slow. It's setting slow because there's no, it's not setting slow. It's just normal. Why? It doesn't go. It just goes up. It just goes up and down normal speed. My chat's not setting, and I don't get too many in the chat anyway, so to set it at any different speed. But no, my chat's set on normal. I think. I can't see why it wouldn't be. Let me just check. I'd have to check later anyway, because I can't get into it now, but I don't think so. It never has been. It's always been fine. Let me see if I can see it in here. Chat messages. Yes, I know that. I'd have to go into my chat, live chat on. Message delay, none. Slow mode, no, it's not on slow mode. It's normal. It's on normal. Just checked it on the phone. It's on normal, bro. It's normal. Oh, it's on normal. Talking to myself. Shut up, Peach. Right, let's continue. I think this is finished anyway. Right. Right, that's us done. Let's get on to the book of Esther. We're going to get the full book done as well. Get the whole book, and then I have to sort out tonight's stream. It's Boxing night. I have to sort out a topic. I think we're going to do We're doing Muhammad Ali versus Ken Norton. There's 3 fights. I don't know whether to do all 3 because we've got a boxing movie to watch as well, which is Luca was timed out for 10 seconds. Nice, I like it. What? Don't get what, Luca? Don't get what? Don't get what? So wait, what's this accomplish? Like, why is Ines doing these videos? What do you mean? It's not about to accomplish anything, Luca. Why does a video have to be to accomplish something? He is showing us. How many times do you just want to come in and start some kind of debate when there's no debate? It doesn't accomplish anything. He is just showing us what his P900 sees in the sky, Luca. So stop trying to be a detractor. He doesn't make any claims. He shows what his P900 sees. That's all. Bloody hell, Luca. Stop trying to start a debate where there is none. You're acting like a child, bro. Trying to start a bloody debate. You know fine well this is a Bible stream, and you didn't. You thought I was stuck. I was at the beginning. No. Anyway, let's get the Book of Esther up. He's trying to cause a debate where there is none. He's showing you what he sees in the sky. Simple. That's it. Simple. Esther.
Esther. Chapter.
Right, the Book of Esther. We'll get the whole lot done. Because I think the Book of Esther is how many chapters? Let's see. 10 chapters by the looks of it. So yeah, we'll get it all done. Yeah, Luca, there's no debate there. He's showing you. You sub to me yet, Luca? Yeah, sub to Jim. Just for being. Listen, not every video put out there means something. I mean, when you put out a video, Luca, does it mean anything? No, because you're so full of crap in it. You know what I mean? Especially when you did things like Dave, a video against Dave Beverly, you know, being on the same side as misinformation agent, whose name says it all. Luca, sometimes a video is just a video.
The Book of Esther, Chapter 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia over 127 provinces, that in those days, when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan the palace, in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces being before him, when he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom, and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days, in the court of the garden of the king's palace, where were white, green, and blue hangings, fastened with cords of fine linen and purple to silver rings and pillars of marble. The beds were of gold and silver, upon a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another, and royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel. For so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house, that they should do according to every man's pleasure. Also Vashti the queen made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to King Ahasuerus. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zethar, and Carcas, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look on. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Then the king said to the wise men which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment, and the next unto him was Karshena, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marsena, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which sat the first in the kingdom. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law, because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains? And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes, and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes, when it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. And when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. And the saying pleased the king and the princes. And the king did according to the word of Memucan. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, that every man should bear rule in his own house, and that it should be published according to the language of every people. Chapter 2. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her. Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him, Let there be fair young virgins sought for the king, and let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan the palace, to the house of the women, unto the custody of Hegi the king's chamberlain, keeper of the women, and let their things for purification be given them, and let the maiden which pleaseth the king be queen instead of Vashti. And the thing...
Hey, guys, I did one especially for Luca. Look. He's waving a flag saying McClown riding a rocket to the moon. Ha ha! I'm liking that one. Yeah, Luca, that's you riding a rocket to the moon, waving your fan flag. McClown. Nice. I'm liking that one, eh? Like that one, Luca? Sure you do. Love it.
King,
No.
and he did so.
No. Go away, Luca, Bible stream. Go away.
Now, in Shushan the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, a Benjamite, who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity which had been carried away with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. And he brought up Hadassah, that is, Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. And the maid...
I don't care if I addressed you personally. I didn't. I says, that's one for Luca. Didn't address you personally. I says, that's one for Luca. It doesn't mean to say you have to come in. I address people personally all the time in the stream, in the live chat. They don't feel the need to come straight in and start talking. They come in if they want to, but you've already been told you can't come in. I made a joke background, including you and McClown in it, McToon in it. I don't need you in here just to show that, simple.
was fair and beautiful, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter. So it came to pass, when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan the palace to the
trying to get in, so I just kicked him from stage. He's not banned. I just kicked him from backstage.
Custody of Hegi, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Hegi, keeper of the women. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him. And he speedily gave her her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens which were meet to be given her out of the king's house. And he preferred her and her maids unto the best place of the house of the women. Esther had not showed her people nor her kindred, for Mordecai had charged her that she should not show it.
So, in case you didn't know, Esther was a queen. She was Jewish though, but she was in Persian lands, and she kind of had to hide her Jewishness, Hebrewism, that she's an Israelite. She became a queen, I think. Can't remember much about it. But yeah, whilst being a queen in Persia and hiding her identity, I think she helped out. She managed to get, help it out with Hebrews and all that. I don't know the full story, but she was a good queen. Good queen. And a prophetess, I suppose. Not one of the major Ramaynas, but a prophet. There you go. He's sub to you now, Jim. He's sub to you. There you go. Fantastic. You should have 410 now, Jim, have you? Something like that.
And Mordecai walked every day before the court
Thank you, Luca. I know you don't like being kicked from the studio. That's why I did it.
of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her. Now, when every maid's turn was come to go into King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months according to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purifications accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the women. Then thus came every maiden unto the king. Whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the women unto the king's house. In the evening she went.
And yeah, like Sunnyshine just said earlier, I think it was Sunnyshine, sometimes the video isn't for anything specific. Sometimes it's just to show God's creation. That's it. Like he said, to show God's creation and the awesomeness of it. Sometimes it's just for that. 409 now. So one more to go, guys. Then he's got 410.
On the morrow she returned into the second house of the women to the custody of Sheash.
What you need is Roger that to sub to you, because what he does is get all these bots. They all view everything over in Rumble. YouTube, I don't know about YouTube as much, but they give you like 1,000 odd views in Rumble. They'll give you 600 odd dislikes. I don't see the point in viewing all my stuff with bots just to give me dislikes, because you're just promoting my stuff then. You know, madness.
Ashgaz, the king's chamberlain, which kept the concubines. She came in unto the king no more, except the king delighted in her, and that she were called by name. Now when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go in unto the king, she required nothing but what Hegai, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of the women.
You think those Space Mariner? I'm convinced that we're dry enough across the state, and I'm high enough in altitude, that with good lensing I could hit a few 200 plus mile shots. That'd be great, man. That'd be great. Nice.
Appointed. And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all them that looked upon her. So Esther was taken unto King Ahasuerus into his house royal in the 10th month, which is the month Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace.
Sounds a little bit like Joseph's story, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit like that.
Grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants, even Esther's feast, and he made a release to the provinces, and gave gifts according to the state of the king. And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate. Esther had not yet showed her kindred nor her people, as Mordecai had charged her, for Esther did the commandment of Mordecai like as when she was brought up with him. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, 2 of the king's chamberlains, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, were wroth, and sought to lay hand on the king Ahasuerus. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther the queen, and Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name. And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore they were both hanged on a tree, and it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king. Chapter 3. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, and advanced him, and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Then the king's servants which were in the king's gate said unto Mordecai, Why transgressest thou the king's commandment? Now,
yes, can I just thank Dave Martin, who's Can't Fix Stupid. When he comes in YouTube, he's called Can't Fix Stupid. He donated £100 already to Flats's, well, for Vicky's GoFundMe 2 flats. Yeah, so Dave Martin, Can't Fix Stupid, bless you, brother. Bless you. You're a darling, mate. You're a darling. Nice one, dude. Thanks for your help. God bless you.
Came to pass,
there he is.
when they...
There he is. There he is. Good to see you, bro. And thanks for that, brother. Thanks for that, dude. It's a huge help for him. But honestly, and as soon as I've got money, I'm going to be donating as well. I'm just absolutely broke at the minute, so I will be donating to him. Bless you, man. Bless you. Vicky was trying to thank you through the app, through the GoFundMe, but she couldn't find where to do it because we're new to this, setting up GoFundMe sort of thing. So, yeah, she couldn't find where to do it on there. But obviously, she's thanking you. I'm sure she'll find out eventually.
Spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman, to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even...
What are you saying, babe?
Thank you, David.
There you go.
I worked out how to thank him.
Oh, you've worked it out?
Me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I did text you after and said I've now thanked him on thing because I've never done this before, so I don't know.
No, I didn't have a clue either.
And yeah, so but thank you. Honestly, Keith will be so grateful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What was I going to say?
Did you see this? I'll do that one in a second. Baza. But did you see this one? This is Luca riding a rocket to the moon and waving his flag to his hero. Clown. But yeah, let me do another one. Let's do this. So what is it? It is Santa Easter Bunny and the devil drinking cocktails in a hot tub. Yeah, man, let's try that one.
Oh, and also, can everyone keep Roger in their prayers because he has got caught today? So let's hope that goes all right for him.
Absolutely, definitely. Lord, look after Roger. Let the results that he needs within your will, Lord, come across and be what's given. Lord, be with them, protect them, comfort him, and everything that goes with it, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Yeah. So, because he just texted me, he's waiting for the judge. So.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's a lot's been going on recently, hasn't it?
Definitely.
Like Jaden, then Michael and Keith, and in having a death in the family. Now his car.
Yeah.
Now Roger's got caught. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But if anyone can, please share the link. Even if you can't donate, please just share the link.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's all I wanted to say.
Right, Bazda, I've done that one.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, nice one. Absolutely, Dave. Nice one. There you go, bro. There you go. That's not so bad. That's not so bad, is it? There you go.
That's
nice.
Weird looking.
Yeah, well, that was the prompt to give me. The prompt was,
no, I know, but I'm just saying it's weird looking. But yeah, Luca, you could share the link as well for the GoFundMe.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could, but you could, but you know how many trolls are going to get hold of it. But share it. Share it. He needs it. He needs it to be done.
Yeah,
man.
It's Keith, his wife, and all the kids. So
yeah.
And they have, it's not a great time for them at the minute without the car. So that's just added on top of the stress.
Exactly. And that, if anybody wants to take a quick snapper of that, that's the GoFundMe, Keith's GoFundMe in QR style. So if anybody wants to have a quick snapper of that, just pause it and do it. There it is. Right. So there, let's continue. Let's get this done.
I'm going.
Right, thanks, babe.
Love you.
Love you too,
Bye.
baby.
Mordecai. In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast Pur, that is the lot, before Haman from day to day and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month Adar. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, There is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people, neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business, to bring it into the king's treasuries. And the king took his ring from his hand, and gave it unto Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. And the king said unto Haman,
Well, I don't know, because I haven't really used P900 in that, but have you, Luca? Have you actually used the P900 to be able to say whether it's better or not? That's my point. I can't say because I haven't tried it, the P900, so I couldn't tell you. But have you tried it, or are you just going on the information that you've been fed?
The silver is given to thee, the people also, to do with them as it seemeth good to thee. Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded unto the king's lieutenants, and to the governors that were over every province, and to the rulers of every people of every province, according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language. In the name of King Ahasuerus was it written, and sealed with the king's ring. And the letters were sent by posts into all the king's provinces, to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar, and to take the spoil of them for a prey. The copy of the writing for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, that they should be ready against that day. The posts went out, being hastened by the king's commandment, and the decree was given in Shushan the palace. And the king and Haman sat down to drink. But the city Shushan was perplexed. Chapter 4. When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes, and went out into the midst of the city, and cried with a loud and a bitter cry, and came even before the king's gate. For none might enter into the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. And in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews, and fasting, and weeping, and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes. So Esther's maids and her chamberlains came and told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved, and she sent raiment to clothe Mordecai, and to take away his sackcloth from him, but he received it not. Then called Esther for Hatach, one of the king's chamberlains, whom he had appointed to attend upon her, and gave him a commandment to Mordecai to know what it was and why it was. So Hatach went forth to Mordecai unto the street of the city, which was before the king's gate. And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, and of the sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay to the king's treasuries for the Jews, to destroy them. Also he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to show it unto Esther, and to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him, and to make request before him for her people. And Hatach came and told Esther the words of Mordecai. Again Esther spake unto Hatach, and gave him commandment unto Mordecai. All the king's servants, and all the people of the king's provinces, do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, who is not called, there is one law of his, to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. And they told Mordecai Esther's words.
I've only just seen that. That's quite funny. Luca in the sky with diapers. Go on, the Beatles. How come the Beatles didn't think of that one?
Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, Think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer. Go, gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish.
There you go.
So Mordecai went his way, and did according to all that Esther had commanded him.
Mordecai.
Chapter 5. Now it came to pass on the 3rd day, that Esther put on her royal apparel, and stood in the inner court of the king's house over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house over against the gate of the house. And it was so, when the king saw Esther the queen standing in the court, that she obtained favor in his sight. And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew near, and touched the top of the scepter. Then said the king unto her, What wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall be even given thee to the half of the kingdom. And Esther answered, If it seem good unto the king, let the king and Haman come this day unto the banquet that I have prepared for him. Then the king said, Cause Haman to make haste, that he may do as Esther hath said. So the king and Haman came to the banquet that Esther had prepared. And the king said unto Esther at the banquet of wine, What is thy petition? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? Even to the half of the kingdom it shall be performed. Then answered Esther and said, My petition and my request is, If I have found favor in the sight of the king, and if it please the king to grant my petition and to perform my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I shall prepare for them, and I will do tomorrow as the king hath said.
Right, exactly, Jim. Exactly. Well, exactly, Luca, you pass and haven't. So in videos, so again, taking the narrative's point of view, you know. Jim just said that, Luca, other Globers look telling me that I'm not using it properly to get the right results of the space narrative preconceptions, but then can't show me how to do it with the same karma. Right. You know, it's all just words that mean nothing. Baseless assertions, claims, and everything.
Then went Haman forth that day, joyful and with a glad heart. But when Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, that he stood not up nor moved for him, he was full of indignation against Mordecai. Nevertheless, Haman refrained himself, and when he came home, he sent and called for his friends, and Zeresh his wife. And Haman told them of the glory of his riches, and the multitude of his children, and all the things wherein the king had promoted him, and how he had advanced him above the princes and servants of the king. Haman said moreover, Yea, Esther the queen did let no man come in with the king unto the banquet that she had prepared but myself, and tomorrow am I invited unto her also with the king. Yet all this availeth me nothing, so long as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate. Then said Zeresh his wife, and all his friends unto him, Let a gallows be made of 50 cubits high, and tomorrow speak thou unto the king, that Mordecai may be hanged thereon. Then go thou in merrily with the king unto the banquet. And the thing pleased Haman, and he caused the gallows to be made. Chapter 6. On that night could not the king sleep, and he commanded to bring the book of records of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bigthana and Teresh, 2 of the king's chamberlains, the keepers of the door, who sought to lay hand on the king Ahasuerus. And the king said, What honor and dignity hath been done to Mordecai for this? Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him, There is nothing done for him. And the king said, Who is in the court? Now Haman was come into the outward court of the king's house to speak unto the king to hang Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. And the king's servants said unto him, Behold, Haman standeth in the court. And the king said, Let him come in. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, What shall be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, To whom would the king delight to do honor more than to myself? And Haman answered the king, For the man whom the king delighteth to honor, let the royal apparel be brought which the king useth to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head. And let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes, that they may array the man withal whom the king delighteth to honor, and bring him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaim before him, Thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delighteth to honor. Then the king said to Haman, Make haste, and take the apparel and the horse, as thou hast said, and do even so to Mordecai the Jew that sitteth at the king's gate. Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken. Then took Haman the apparel and the horse, and arrayed Mordecai, and brought him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaimed before him, Thus shall it be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor. And Mordecai came again to the king's gate. But Haman hasted to his house mourning, and having his head covered. And Haman told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had befallen him. Then said his wise men and Zeresh his wife unto him, If Mordecai be of the seed of the Jews, before whom thou hast begun to fall, thou shalt not prevail against him, but shalt surely fall before him. And while they were yet talking with him, came the king's chamberlains, and hasted to bring Haman unto the banquet that Esther had prepared. Chapter 7. So
Really? Dave, I have a P1100 and Jim's picks are much better than my shaky picks. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know there was such a thing as a P1100. I knew there was P900, P1000, P1000, but I didn't know it was 1100. Got you, bro. Got you. Well, there you go. There you go. Says it all there.
the king and Haman came to banquet with Esther the queen. And the king said again unto Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine, What is thy petition, Queen Esther? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed even to the heart.
Grace, man, bless you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Always welcome and always a pleasure, dude. God bless, man.
Half of the kingdom. Then Esther the queen answered and said, If I have found favor in thy sight, O king, and if it please the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. For we are sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, to be slain.
What the hell are you talking about, Luca? What's this all about? The bakery was warm with the scent of fresh cream buns and sweet red bean mochi. A quiet hum of customers murmuring at the tables, the soft clink of ceramic cups. Why are you giving us a literature lesson? I mean, I know my literature, so I mean, why are you trying to give us a literature? What is that about? I hope it's not a prompt from my background because it's not happening.
And to perish. But if
It just sounds like a narrative. It's just it's how you would write in a book in a chapter when you're describing your surroundings. That's what it sounds like you wrote in there, you know, about a bakery. You're describing the smell because of what's in there, the noise, you know, what's in there. Customers murmuring at their tables. You're telling the sound. Look like, you know, what? Oh, they've got onomatopoeias in there. What's this all about? What are you trying to? No idea what you're trying to do, bro.
If we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue, although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage. Then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, Who is he, and where is he, that durst presume in his heart to do so? And Esther said, The adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen. And the king, arising from the banquet of wine in his wrath, went into the palace garden. And Haman stood up to make request for his life to
Hey, Flats is going to try and do a little live tonight. It won't be a full live because he'll probably be doing it from his phone or whatever. So it's just to let people know about the situation. So I dare say you'll get a shout out tonight, Dave, from That's what I'm saying here. ChatGPT reading your book now. What the heck are you doing, dude? But yeah, I dare say you'll get a shout out from Flats, bro.
Esther the queen, for he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king. Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine, and Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, Will he force the queen also before me?
Shut LBGTPTAQ. All right.
In the house, as the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. And Harbona, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, Behold also, the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, Hang him thereon.
Hang on.
So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had
Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ.
prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified. Chapter 8.
Chapter 8, guys.
On that day did the king Ahasuerus give the house of Haman, the Jews' enemy, unto Esther the queen. And Mordecai came before the king, for Esther had told what he was unto her. And the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai. And Esther set Mordecai over the house of Haman. And Esther spake yet again before the king, and fell down at his feet, and besought him with tears to put away the mischief of Haman the Agagite, and his device that he had devised against the Jews. Then the king held out the golden scepter toward Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king, and said, If it please the king, and if I have found favor in his sight, and the thing seem right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written to reverse the letters devised by Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, which he wrote to destroy the Jews which are in all the king's provinces. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come unto my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred? Then the king Ahasuerus said unto Esther the queen, and to Mordecai the Jew, Behold, I have given Esther the house of Haman, and him they have hanged upon the gallows, because he laid his hand upon the Jews. Write ye also for the Jews, as it liketh you, in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring. For the writing which is written in the king's name and sealed with the king's ring may no man reverse.
Sealed with the king's ring. Yeah, we know what that means. It doesn't. It doesn't mean what it sounds like, obviously, but it means just literally sealed with the king's ring, not with his butt piece.
Then were the king's scribes called at that time in the 3rd month, that is the month Sivan, on the 23rd day thereof.
Yeah,
and it was written.
I don't even think you're just taking them, Luca, taking the drugs. I think you're giving them to ChatGPT as well, man, because what the heck?
According to all that Mordecai commanded unto the Jews, and to the lieutenants, and the deputies and rulers of the provinces which are from India unto Ethiopia, 127 provinces, unto every province according to the writing thereof, and unto every people after their language, and to the Jews according to their writing, and according to their language.
Right.
And he wrote in the king Ahasuerus' name, and sealed it with the king's ring, and sent letters by posts, on horseback, and riders on mules, camels, and young dromedaries, wherein the king granted the Jews which were in every city to gather themselves together, and to stand for their life, to destroy, to slay, and to cause to perish all the power of the people and province that would assault them, both little ones and women, and to take the spoil of them for a prey, upon one day in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus, namely upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar. The copy of the writing for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, and that the Jews should be ready against that day to avenge themselves on their enemies.
Adar.
So the posts that rode upon mules and camels went out, being hastened and pressed on by the king's commandment. And the decree was given at Shushan the palace. And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in royal apparel of blue and white, and with a great crown of gold, and with a garment of fine linen and purple. And the city of Shushan rejoiced and was glad. The Jews had light and gladness and joy and honor. And in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Jews had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day. And many of the people of the land became Jews, for the fear of the Jews fell upon them. Chapter 9. Now in the 12th month, that is the month Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had rule over them that hated them, the Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, to lay hand on such as sought their hurt. And no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people. And all the rulers of the provinces, and the lieutenants, and the deputies, and officers of the king helped the Jews, because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces. For this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater. Thus the Jews smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword, and slaughter and destruction, and did what they would unto those that hated them. And in Shushan the palace the Jews slew and destroyed 500 men, and Parshandatha, and Dalphon, and Aspatha, and Poratha, and Adalia, and Aridatha, and Parmashta, and Arisai, and Aridai, and Bajezatha, the 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the enemy of the Jews, slew they, but on the spoil laid they not their hand. On that day the number of those that were slain in Shushan the palace was brought before the king. And the king said unto Esther the queen, The Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan the palace, and the 10 sons of Haman. What have they done in the rest of the king's provinces? Now what is thy petition, and it shall be granted thee? Or what is thy request further, and it shall be done? Then said Esther, If it please the king, let it be granted to the Jews which are in Shushan to do tomorrow also according unto this day's decree, and let Haman's 10 sons be hanged upon the gallows. And the king commanded it so to be done. And the decree was given at Shushan, and they hanged Haman's 10 sons.
Oh,
For the Jews that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day also of the month Adar, and slew 300 men at Shushan. But on the prey they laid not their hand.
when you get that flag, then try and get the one that says McClown on it, the one that Luca planted in the moon,
But the other Jews that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together and stood for their lives, and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000, but they laid not their hands on the prey, on the 13th day of the month Adar. And on the 14th day of the same rested they, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day thereof, and on the 14th day thereof, and on the 15th day of the same they rested, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. Therefore the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month Adar a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day, and of sending portions one to another. And Mordecai wrote these things, and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar, and the 15th day of the same yearly, as the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned unto them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning into a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions.
That's what Sam was talking about the other day. Yeah.
One to another, and gifts to the poor. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai had written unto them. Because Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy.
Luca, stop giving ChatGPT narcotics that hasn't been tested on anything except gerbils. And gerbils being people like you.
Destroy them, and had cast poor, that is, the lot, to consume them, and to destroy them. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device which he devised against the Jews should return upon his own head, and that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows.
You go watch Simon down now. At least you might get some sense from him, eh? Wow. You're going to watch Simon down. You'd rather watch Simon down than the truth of the scriptures. Luca, you need to get down on your knees and pray. Pray to the Lord for forgiveness.
Wherefore they called these days
Bye. Thanks for popping in.
Purim, after the name of Pur. Therefore, for all the words of this letter, and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them, the Jews ordained and took upon them, and upon their seed, and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so as it should not fail, that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing, and according to their appointed time every year, and that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, and every city, and that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed. Then Esther the queen, the daughter of Abihail, and Mordecai the Jew, wrote with all authority to confirm this second letter of Purim. And he sent the letters unto all the Jews to the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Ahasuerus, with words of peace and truth, to confirm these days of Purim in their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen had enjoined them, and as they had decreed for themselves and for their seed, the matters of the fastings and their cry. And the decree of Esther confirmed these.
That makes no sense, Jim. Luca, Sean Hawkins said the P900 can show planets, but won't tell me how. He just says I'm not using it correctly. But you can't, he just says I'm not using it correctly, but you say it can't be done. Can you two have a chat and get back to me? Absolutely. Something needs to be sorted out there, doesn't it? One says it can't be done, one says it can. He says you're not using the camera correctly. Right, you're not using the camera correctly. Wow. What much, I mean, how complicated can it be to use a bloody camera when you've been using them for years? How bloody complicated can it be? I'm sure he knows what he's bloody doing. You know what I mean? You know what you're doing, Jim. I'm sure you know what you're doing, Jim. Bloody hell, no. He'll tell you he doesn't know what he's doing, but he does. He knows what he's doing. Friggin' heck. Again, makes no claims.
These matters of Purim, and it was written in the book.
Last chapter, I think.
Chapter 10.
Yeah.
And the king Ahasuerus laid a tribute upon the land and upon the isles of the sea, and all the acts of his...
Why does it do that? Sometimes it misses out. Now it's missing out the last chapter's page. I mean, we can hear it, but why does it not flip the page to chapter 10? Come on. At least we can hear it.
Power and of his might, and the declaration of the greatness of Mordecai whereunto the king advanced him, are they not written in the book of the chronicles of the kings of Media and Persia?
Ooh.
For Mordecai the Jew was next...
Another book. It's another lost book.
Next unto King Ahasuerus, and great among the Jews, and accepted of the multitude of his brethren, seeking the wealth of his people, and speaking peace to all his seed.
All right. There it is.
The end of the book of Esther.
There we go, gadgets and gadgets. So, next time, yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Next time, it will be the Book of Job. Biggie, guys, biggie. So there's no point starting now. Done nearly 2 hours anyway. It's been an hour and 51 minutes. So I'll play out with Harry Mack. Because I can't find any Christian songs offhand. So I'll play out with Harry Mack. And then I need to get tonight's stream sorted. It's fight night. So I think we're going to do Muhammad Ali versus Ken Norton. 3 fights they did, but I don't know how many of them to do. Will I just do 2 or do the full 3? Because we've got a boxing movie as well tonight called Christie, and it's based on a real life woman, female boxer. So we've got that as well. Don't know the topic yet. Sort that out. Don't know. Hey babe, how you doing? What are you saying?
I just had another donation.
Oh yeah, really? How much?
37 from
That's
Jeremy
cool.
Bird.
Oh, nice one, Jeremy. Bless you, brother. Bless
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Jeremy. You're a darling, mate. He donates to Flatside almost monthly and that. I mean, he's a big donator too. He helps Flats out a lot anyway. He's and doesn't, you know, sometimes he doesn't even, we don't even see him for a while, but he's still there donating and helping out. Bless you, Jeremy, man. You're a darling, dude. You're a darling. Nice one. Sure, Flats will give him a shout out too. But bless you, man. Nice one, Jeremy. Cool. Oh, again, there's the old, let me put it up at the end here while Harry Mack's on. So the old QR code's up. QR code in the top left-hand corner, guys. If you want to scan it for anybody who wants to donate or share. Share. If you can't donate, at least share, guys. That'd be excellent. He really needs, obviously, to get his car sorted for work, for the kids, school, you know, things like that. 4 Jacks in the house.
Hi, 4 Jacks.
Muhammad Ali and Ken Norton tonight. 4 Jacks. I think I might do all 3. They all go all the way as well. So yeah. And we've got a boxing movie called Christie. It's about a female boxer, a true life female boxer. So yeah, that'll be cool. Don't know the topic tonight yet though. I'll just be a quick topic because we'll want to get over to Rumble. And Flats is on as well. Flats will be on probably for about half an hour to let people know what's going on and stuff.
I'm waiting for Roger. Roger should be in front of the judge.
Right.
So
waiting for him to come out of court. See what's going on. It'll all be good. It'll all be good. I'll be fine.
Yeah. So I will as soon as I know.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Excellent. And again, thank you guys. Play out with Harry Mark. Thanks for coming, guys, and I'll get tonight's stream sorted out while we're playing. We're Harry Mick.
Right, I'm going. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you to everyone who's donated and who is going to
And
donate.
sharing and all that as well. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Right, bye.
Bye, baby. Right, here we go.
I'm all good. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. So excited to meet you and have you on the show. Where are you joining us from?
From Helsinki. But I'm from London originally.
Okay, dope.
It was my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, man.
Shout out to my birthday. I wanted to tell you that listening to your freestyles lifts my mood, like makes me very happy.
I love that. I'm so honored, man.
Connection is really bad.
Oh, the connection's bad?
I think I'm losing you. Like close some window. I gotta find. Let's do it. I got some words for you too, if you want.
Come on, man. Absolutely. Throw them at me.
All right. So the first word I wanted to give you is synesthesia.
Synesthesia, yeah, which is like the mismatching of senses.
The second word is catasterize.
Catasterize.
That's like when somebody is made into a star.
Wow, I never heard that word, man. Interesting.
And then the third one is, if you want it, other great people called Harry.
I'll give it a shot. Yeah, other great people called Harry. Okay, so we're gonna go with synesthesia, which is the perceiving the senses in unusual ways, such as being able to see music. Catasterize, right? Which is when a Greek god is converted into a constellation, or when a person becomes a star. And then last but not least, other great people called Harry, which is my name, but there are more. All right, I love it, man. This is awesome. Thank you, James. Should I drop a beat?
Please.
Okay.
We're gonna close the window down.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Check it out, come on, yeah. When I'm spitting, I turn skeptics to believers. Every time I rhyme, you know I drop a heater. Can't see me losing, homie, I can't either. See images when I rhyme, they call it synesthesia. Yeah, I'm intermixing all the senses. Whenever Mac is rapping, you know he remains inventive. And y'all know with these tracks, they be dealing. I eat the food for thought, it makes me feel things. Swear to God, my senses are interchangeable. It's amazing though how Mac can rearrange the flow. Yeah, and there's no one who can punk me. My sound goes in your ears, but still it be smelling funky. Goddamn, shit is reeking like bass from Bootsy Collins. In the game of rap, they know Mac the truest problem. I'm truly scalding, I bring too much heat. Yeah, every time I rhyme, dog, it's never discreet. Too much fire, too much heat. I return you, bruh, to the core of the earth. My sound's burning ya. How can it be that the sound which is perceived through auditory lenses is
Harry Mac, the core of the earth. Thought you were a flat earther, dude.
somehow felt as though it cleanses your skin from your body by burning off your flesh. Every time I spit, y'all know I'm concerning them with death. They be wondering if they'll survive. I'm the one they idolize. Every time I grip up on this mic, you know my mind gets live. I'ma thrive, I'ma win. Have to be ready from the moment I begin. Head spin like merry-go when they hearing Harry flow. I work a miracle, grand imperial, getting lyrical. For me, it's spiritual on this endeavor. I keep it clever, I last forever. Masterful like Shredder. Compared to rappers, I'm doing better. Rap peddler better than all competition. I be putting in that work, y'all know I stay on my mission. Dominating, why they hating? I'm creating something special. Couldn't test it, dog, I guess I'm extraterrestrial. Must be from a whole nother system. Open up your eyes so you can listen. Open up your ears so you can see me. Open up your hands so you can smell me. Every time I rhyme, you know they get jelly. I break it down for all the people with the master vibe. I'm in the constellation now, I've been catastrophized. Yeah, hey yo, they see me shining bright, I get loose. I'm in the star signs with bars and rhymes, feeling like Zeus. I storm from the mental. Y'all know I remixed all the policies. They acknowledge me as a king out of Greek mythology. Either that or the Roman. I goes in and leave you frozen. Just in your tone when I get open. I leave a rapper broken. I pull his stars out the sky. His constellation is no longer complete, cause I'm stronger on beats. I roll with the dominant fleet. Kick prominent speech. H-Mac overheads, bombing the streets. Blowing up from the moment that I'm showing up with the craziest bars. stars catastrophize me and make me a star. Wait, catastrophizing or catastrophizing? Either way, when I spit, catastrophes are rising. It's a catastrophic event. My freestyle's leaving them bent, hard like cement. When I speak, I say what I meant. Off of the head, I invent something like Edison. Kill the beat, resurrected, then I'm leaving it dead again. Rhymes is what I'm peddling. I already told him I crush any mic I'm holding. I must be golden or platinum. Maybe these other rappers are bronze. I don't need a bronze statue made for me when I'm gone. Fuck a special dedication. Oh, James Robertson, we just lost you. Hope you can still hear me. My gosh, bro, I hope we still connected. Rappers getting affected. Yo, when I rhyme off the mind, I keep it introspective. Yo, James, if you're here, turn your camera back. H-Mac be spitting raps just to damage the track. Oh, he's back once again. The solution was simple. If the Wi-Fi sucks, close a couple of windows. Y'all know when I spit, dog, I just think free. I stretch from LA out to Helsinki. Said anywhere we at, yo, my freestyle so carry. Damn, the beat ended, the whole thing got buried. The situation for these other rappers hella scary. I want to talk about some other great people called Harry. See, I'ma break it down while I lead them to the slaughter. I'm a wizard off the top, should change my last name to Potter. Mac is going crazy when I deliver all sorts of lyrics off the dome like I was studying at Hogwarts. All around the world they see me, I'm spitting cleanly. I'm breaking out the confines like I'm Harry Houdini. They tried to bury me in a coffin, I'm never stopping. I'm crawling out of the dirt and rocking the earth. I'm crawling out of the straitjacket and out of the chains. I'm crawling out whatever they thought would fully restrain me, cause I'm like Houdini when I flow off the brain. Every time that Mac is spitting, y'all he's going insane. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm spreading around the planet like a rumor, improvising like it's jazz. Call me Harry Connick Jr. From here to New Orleans, they love what we presenting. Live right off the dome, they dig the shit I'm inventing. I break it down, I'm rare, I'm wild. I'm not in one direction, but they love Harry Styles. Shouts to MC Jin. I'ma break it down again. Any competition, they be loving watching Mac and win. Killing them when I be flowing right off at the top of this, y'all know that we never quitting. Cause when it becoming delivers, they know I'm in tune with the rhythm. I kill it right off of the dome. Helsinki, we stay connecting. Mac kicking freestyles in every direction. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh, you're muted, dog. You're muted.
That guy's camera was going mad. That was good. Good, I like that we did that. Yeah, Buzz's background. Santa, the Easter Bunny, and Satan taking a sauna together having cocktails. And this is the one I made up earlier just because Luca decided to grace us with his presents. You know, so I did this one. Now he's taking the old Luca. He's taking the old McToon flag to the moon to plant it there because he's fanatic. You know, McClown flag. Love it. Love it. But this is definitely a good one. That's the boy. That's the boy. Right. Gudgies. Bless yous. I need to get tonight's stream sorted out. Flats will be on in a couple hours. Not for a full stream, just to let people know what's going on. I dare say half an hour. I don't know if he's going to be on a PC. I dare say it'll be his phone. So yeah, I dare say there won't be any panel or anything. He'll just be coming to update us and stuff like that. And thank a few people, whatever, you know. So again, the QR code in the corner is for Flatsoids. GoFundMe. Vicky made the GoFundMe for me because his car's broke down, engine's bust, and bearings are gone, and he needs it for work, family, and stuff like that. So that, if you want to scan it, if you want to donate, there's GoFundMe QR code there for the helping of Flatsoid, you know. Yeah, you just turned up a little too late. Good to see you, Aaron. But I've got a stream tonight anyway, and then it's fight night, like I say, and we'll do watching a boxing movie, which first boxing movie, and it's a female one this time, but it's based on true story, so should be good. And I'm going to do Ken Norton v Muhammad Ali, 1-2 or 1-2-1-3. We'll see. Don't know the topic, but I'll sort that out now. So bless you guys. Also, let me give you the GoFundMe link in case you can't scan. If you can't donate, please try and share it. At least share it, you know. That'd be cool. So let's copy that. There's the link there, guys, for the GoFundMe and QR code to scan if need be. So bless you guys, love yous, and I will see you tonight. Ta-ta. Heal the Sunsets free. It's free. Indeed. Ta-ta.